Good morning. How are you? Today is Friday, September 24th, and it's a great day. Have you been outside? Have you gone and walked and seen that kind of crispish, coolish air mixed with muggy? I love New England. Anyway, today I want to talk about self-sabotage. And we kind of opened up the learning to kind of taking a topic and digging in a little deeper and kind of learning from it. And I was starting to think about how did I start thinking about self-sabotage? Well, there's been a couple times. Yesterday morning, I was supposed to be on a call at 7, and I didn't check my phone, which is something that's so easy to do, and I should be doing as I start my day. And I missed that 7 o'clock call, and I'm like, how could that happen? I was in the office after we had talked, and I was cleaning and sorting, and again, self-sabotaging behaviors, right? Procrastinating, I like getting caught in a ritual, and I missed the call. And I also have a couple of things when I've been doing my tracker. And so when I'm talking about the tracker, I'm talking about my hot tracker, which is the one that is done online on a daily basis. Okay. So what I'm doing, and maybe I'll show you it. I don't know if it's up. It is. Okay. So it's a daily tracking your day. And also it starts with essentially your schedule is set. You do it at the beginning of the week. You do it every night before you go to bed, or the first thing in the morning. You check out your day, right? So there's a day schedule that's put there, right? Like, so no reason why I should have missed that appointment. The second thing that you do is you start like tracking exactly like as the day fills in and other appointments come in and you put them in or whatever, that you put those in there. And then the last is actually what you end up doing for the day, right? So tell me what you're going to do what you're going to do, and then after review what you did, kind of, right? So something that I've noticed as a trend is that there's like a top box, which is supposed to be on a daily basis, that you put in there your tasks for the day, right? So those are the things that don't really go on the calendar, but you got to do your errands, and also I'm going to call it your prospect list, right? So who do you got to like get in touch with, and who do you got to work with, right? So for me, like the tasks would be items like finishing up a continuing ed, thing, getting ready for Rise Yoga and having a handout ready, or something even better than that, getting the website where I need it to be, like lots of tasks. And then there's a part for accomplishments. And then, so anyway, the bottom line is what I've noticed is I'm getting through the day, right? And most of the time I'm showing up for the appointments. And I'm filling my day and I'm busy every day. But that box has been haunting me, like those daily tasks that are not scheduled that have to be done. So if we did our Eisenhower square, and we have urgent, important, not urgent, important, not urgent, not important, and then not urgent, not important, right? So however you square it out. And, we can go back and talk about this next week. But what I have realized is that my not urgent, important things are falling by the wayside. And, this to me is something that I see like when we're like in that adrenaline rush, like dopamine, cortisol kind of caught where we just don't get to it. So I started looking at that. And again, this has been all week that I've seen those same things there. And I'm like, my power list, right? So which is the very first thing that's on that hot tracker is very similar every day. I'm not getting my power list done. So I started to like back it up a little. And then when I missed that appointment, that was like the trigger for me. That was like, damn it, you're falling off your beam. So I started looking at sabotage and then self-sabotage. And I started just wondering why, right? So in the chat, I tried to like copy and paste a whole article, and I gave attribution to it. So it's I think it's mind. Let me just see here for a second. Mind. I don't know. Whatever. It's in the comments, right? It's a whole article about self-sabotage and whatnot. And anyway, so that's where I got to where I'm at right now. And as you can see, I'm a little all over the place. The bottom line is that, you know, we want to be successful. We want to have an amazing life. We want to get everything done that's on the list. Like we want to keep, as I say, pushing our peanut forward and keeping things moving. But a lot of times we say yes when we mean no. At least this is what I'm finding. Okay. I say, oh yeah, I can do that because in my brain, when I say yes, first of all, I always want to say I'm a people pleaser. The second part is I feel to myself, okay, so it's mindtools.com. Okay. I feel to myself that it's only 15 minutes, it's only half hour. I can sneak it in somewhere. And so I say yes to someone and I'm being a hero and then I don't get back to them. So I'm a zero. Right? We need less hero and less zero, right? We don't have to be a hero, right? So we can refer something out, or we can say, you know what, this is going to take me a little bit of time to get to that, even though it only takes a half hour or an hour, right? So the bottom line is, in my opinion, for this idea of self-sabotage, whether it is every morning you say you're going to work out, you don't work out. You say you're going to not eat sugar, you eat sugar. You say you're going to send out 5 thank you notes, you don't send out 5 thank you notes. You say you're going to go and make an hour's worth of calls, you don't make the calls. You say you're going to do something to improve your profession, right? So you want to do something more and you don't do something more, right? You say that you're going to like write a newsletter, you don't get to a newsletter, whatever it is. All these things that you feel are like awesome stuff to do and you're not getting to them. There has to be a pause. And I'm doing that pause this weekend. And I'm going to circle back to this pause with you guys as I do a little bit more research on it and come up with some solutions. Right? I was reading the self-sabotage like tips and tools, and it's like change your self-talk and gradually do like one little change at a time. And I'm like, no, we need a pattern interrupt. Like we need a smack, right? We need like something to. I was thinking of grabbing a rubber band and putting it on my wrist, and that's for every time I say yes when I mean no. Okay, or every time someone asks me something and I can't do it, and getting it so that I am getting to that list that I have every day, which, you know, and again, I don't know how long I've been living this life. I just started becoming mindful of it as I started doing that daily hot tracker where I could access it from everywhere. So there's more input into my research. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm more mindful of where that day is going. And I'm a little bit caught in that busyness trap, right? I'm busy every day, but I'm not doing everything I want to do, and I'm not on my beam, right? If I'm telling you my ultimate goal is to create a system for financial and time freedom, right? Honestly, in real estate right now, that financial piece is probably not the question mark for us, but that time freedom, what's happening with our time freedom? Anyway, stuff to think about. My learning for you, and I don't know if it's helpful, is if you're finding any self-sabotaging behaviors and you are like plugged into this and you want to just reach out, I will tell you what I'm digging into, because I want, you know, I think I need to change course a little. And if you want to do it with me, let me know. All right, have an amazing weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Oh, I'm clicking the chat, not the end broadcast.